Welcome to the CEO Intronet. I'm Donna Titleman, your host, and today our topic is people, how to leverage talent and how to grow your business. We have three members here today who each take people from a different vantage point in their business. Let's meet our members.
Hi, my name is Tim Buckley. I am the CEO of Xtium Corporation. We're located in King of Prussia.
Hi, my name is Dan Silvert. I'm the co-founder of Take Flight Learning, and we're located in Marlton, New Jersey.
Hi, my name is Angelo Perryman of Perryman Building and Construction Services. I'm the president and CEO located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Angelo, let's start with you. In the construction business, people are integral. You can't do the work without them. Tell me how you leverage talent at your company.
At Perryman Building, the talent is multi-phased. You have management staff that has to be coordinated, and that would include accounting, administrative, as well as field operations. When you go to individual projects, then you have to break down each trade into its own segment to be managed as well.
So when you go out on a job, you get even more staff to manage. How does that help your company?
Well, our company is built on the talent base, which allows our customers to get the biggest value. Within each trade, there's always a uniqueness about the workforce, how it works together, how they plan and lay out a sequence of operations, that it be maintained in a safe and efficient fashion. We try to schedule each activity in a way that limits the time necessary to perform a particular end task. So it's just always a moving part and trying to put that puzzle together.
And people make all the difference. They're the glue that holds it all together.
Absolutely, absolutely. The construction industry is still based on dollar for every minute means dollars. So the more that you can have an efficient workforce, the less cost that it will be, and the more efficient the company is represented in the community.
So Tim, people brought you back out of retirement. Tell us about your company.
Well, one of the main reasons I joined Xtium was the talent level in the company. The folks are very technical, very driven, and I really enjoy the day-to-day interaction I have with them, as well as the investor of the company, who I thought was very talented and very intelligent as well. But you know, we all talk about talent, and we all intuitively know that people are what make the difference. But in my career over the last 30 years, there's not a case where talent didn't make the biggest difference of every aspect of the business. So if you have the right person in the right position, you're 80% of the way there. If you have the wrong person in the position, you can take a year to recover from that. So it's something that I know that we know, but maybe we don't spend enough time really thinking about, because over those 30 years, I can assure you that if you have the right person in the right position, you have a great chance of success.
Makes me wonder if there's a big difference between the talent in a construction business or talent in the technology business.
Well, I think it's just a different background, probably. I think that the talent is talent. It depends on the industry. One thing I've learned, even in the last 12 months here, is it's very difficult for someone that doesn't have the specific knowledge of our industry, whether they're, let's say, in sales, whether they're a good salesperson or not, to learn that industry fast enough to be successful. So these are things we all learn as we go. What's the profile of the right person for the position in our industry, for example? And I think we've got that now, and I think we're hiring those people in that with that specific skill set.
Well, I'm sure Dan can back you up on that. Dan, you work with people of every industry. Tell us about that.
Yes, at Take Flight Learning, our goal is to help organizations like yours be more effective by managing your talent in ways that make the most sense to them. Self-awareness is the key for every employee to really feel fulfilled and they're doing the job that they were meant to do. And culture, of course, drives success. And culture is made up of individuals. So the more self-aware your people are in terms of what their talents and skills are, the more likely they are to build the kind of culture that you need in order to be successful.
Dan, how important is training, and how much of it should a CEO plan to do to make the most of their talent?
Well, we find, and the studies bear this out, that the more investment leadership puts into training their people, the more likely those people are going to stay and put forth their blood, sweat, and tears into the organization. People are loyal to organizations that develop them. And so successful CEOs understand that and look forward to getting the most out of their people.
And what type of training do you do, Angelo, for your people at work?
To a large degree, many of our staff are pre-trained, or they go through an apprenticeship process for trade work. We try to make sure that they have first level supervisory development. And then many of the opportunities are based on how effective they take those steps towards bigger, greater projects of complexity.
Growing your people means growing your business.
Absolutely.
Tim, how about you? There's tons of technical training in your industry, but what about growth, opportunity, leadership, development, that type of training?
We're a small company, so we don't have formal training programs, so we spend most of our training on the technology side, at least at the moment. What I'm trying to do is bring people in that have a lot of that business training, a lot of that management training already, because of the size of our company. As we get bigger, we'll be able to bring in folks that maybe don't have as much management training, and we can train them as we go. But right now, it's important for us to bring the folks in that have a lot of that background already, but we spend most of our time on the technology side right now as far as training.
And Dan, we'll close with you. What could you recommend for all of our members as sort of like a baseline minimum level of training to make the most, to leverage their talent and grow their company?
Well, something to think about is that you can assemble a team of people that have all the skills and requirements that you're looking for, but the team dynamics are really going to determine whether that team is going to be successful. And there are 4 different styles of folks that are working for you. You've got eagles, you've got parrots, you've got doves, you've got owls. And what does that mean? And how do they react to one another under stress? How do they handle conflict? How do they choose to manage their time? These are the kinds of questions that, again, you don't necessarily hire for because you're hiring for skill sets, but they become key factors in whether they're going to be successful. So it really does pay off to have those conversations, and for people to be self-aware, for them to really be curious about what makes other people tick, and therefore they're much more likely to lean in their direction and foster collaboration.
Great. Well, it sounds like if you take care of your people and you grow them, you also get to grow your business. Thanks so much for sharing your insights. I'm Donna Teitelman. Thank you for joining us.